Okay. Okay. I think we have to start all over because it didn't. I don't think it took anyway. So anyway, hello, Bernie. We're doing this a little bit of a second time, so it's a little bit awkward. But I'm just doing this from my university, like I explained, and we're just going to do a little counseling session. We have no script. We have no direction that we're going to go. We just are going to focus on one of your problems, and we're just going to take it from there.
So I feel that my oldest child, he's
Right.
20 now, still lives with me. He's going to college, but at one point in his life, he changed. He went from having straight A's, no joke, straight A's, football, basketball, rugby. He played the clarinet. He was super smart. He was getting all these awards and going here and there because of his intelligence. And then at 15, he changed. And first I was like, oh, it's just his hormones. Well, as time went on, I found out he was on drugs. And he came home and he hit the floor, passed out, knocked all his teeth out right here. Yeah. So my little baby boy, he's down there trying to find his teeth. And it's funny now. It's funny that we laugh now. And so, and from there, it just got worse. So a mother was allowing them to get high at her house. He was on Xanax and NyQuil. His blood pressure was low, like 72/41. But regardless, when he came, after we seen the oral surgeon, I tried to take his cell phone. And he fought me, and then he ran, and I called the police. And I let him go to juvenile detention center the whole summer because I felt that if he stayed out, he would have been doing this and that.
Right.
So when I went to go get him the first time, I'm taking too long.
No.
When I went to go get him the first time, he attacked me in the courthouse. Throwing stuff at me. Well, they had to grab him. He didn't.
Okay, wait. Before you get too much further, let's just reiterate just to make sure I got the whole story straight. So you were just telling me before the camera went out that he was 5 years old when you had your second son with your husband. Now
he was 8.
Oh, he was 8 when you.
But
he was 5 when you met your husband, and then he was 8 years old and you had another baby, and you feel like that had something to do with his
he was
change.
jealous of
But
the
he
other
still did well until he was 15.
But
right?
he started saying evil and mean stuff to me.
Yeah. Before he was 15.
Yeah.
Okay, so when he was 15, he started the drugs.
It got worse.
So you think that he started the drugs before he was 15?
No.
About then?
He told me 15. Because people were making fun of him, saying he was fat and like, you know, very smart, you know, like a nerd and stuff like that.
Right.
And I used to tell him, well, the nerds make the world go round. When you get older, these people.
So what does he say to you? What does he say?
I'm a bum ass mama. I've never done anything for him.
And he's in 20 and he's in school now.
Yeah, but he's about to join the Navy.
I'm all for that. Yeah, no,
he's defiant. So if I say, Nehemiah, do not take a bath. My water bill is $318. He runs the tub all the way to the top and just lets the water run.
So you see that as something disrespectful, not as the water bill is per se.
Yeah, I told you don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't give your girlfriend the code to our garage. My husband don't want her to have it. I don't have to explain to you why. And then you stand up and cuss at us and tell us we ain't SHIT and how he wants to F us up. And he's not going nowhere because he has 30 days. So we had to go through all this court procedures to get him put out. So of course he's going to go in the Navy because he has nowhere to nobody. My daddy doesn't want him there. His daddy don't want him. My mother, nobody wants this child of mine.
So how does he feel about going to the Navy? Is this his idea?
Well, when he was young, it was.
Mm-hmm.
But then as his daddy poisoned his life, because his daddy's not a good citizen, it wasn't anymore. You know, so everything that me and Kendall instilled in him, that's another thing. His daddy came home from prison when he was 15. So he went from talking like a proper...
His biological daddy, not his...
Yeah,
not
his
your
biological
husband.
daddy.
So what direction are we headed in here? Are we going towards... I mean, how do you see the next couple of years?
If he goes into the Navy, because he's not disrespectful to other people. You understand? Just me. And my dad said that. Why does that boy talk to you like that? Why is he so mad at you? And I said, I don't know. So I feel if he can go into the Navy and he can be himself, because he reads thick books like this in one day, if he could just be himself and shine, he will be a good man.
So you know there's something in there. You know there's
He's a good boy. You know, he's a good boy, but something happened. He felt that I wasn't protecting.
There's none now?
Well, he may smoke a joint. He tells me that. But he's going to have to stop. But something happened, and maybe he felt like I didn't protect him, and he won't tell me. I asked him, did someone touch you? You know, did somebody... What happened?
So you're feeling that there was a switch. You had this normal baby boy.
Yeah.
And there was a switch at the time around when he was 15. That made him do the drugs, or was it the drugs? What came first?
No, the baby came. When the first it was Kendall, he was a little bit, he hated Kendall. And then I got pregnant, and then it just really. So I don't know if something happened to him. Like, he used to go to my nanny's house while I was at work or at school, and he used to hate going to his dad's mom's house. But then he started liking it. So I don't know if something happened to him there. And my dad always asked me that. You think somebody touched Nehemiah? Yeah, that's what we think.
But you asked him point blank.
Yeah.
And he said,
but no, Mom, no, that's how he gets. You know, and I'm like.
All right, so let me just ask you a question here. If you could wake up tomorrow and it would be, the situation would be exactly the way you want it, and this is in your sphere, you can't talk for him. You can't say, I want him to be a perfect guy. How would you say? Yeah. But how would your life look? You can put him in it, but you can't say, okay.
So the thing is that he's here, and he was supposed to be here, regardless of who his dad is. Right. You understand? And I feel that I've done my best with him. But I just wish that he knows how much I love him, and that I've done everything, like I've sacrificed a lot for him. So if you're saying change for him or me, I'm sorry.
For you. You just hit on something though. You said, I want him to know how much I love him.
Yeah.
What would you have to do to get him to know that?
There's nothing else I can do. When he fought my husband in 2017, and I left my husband and my baby boy and slept on the floor with him for 6 months, what else can I do? I give him I won't eat so he can eat. I've done that. What else can I do? He'll be wrong. He'll be so wrong.
Have you asked him? He can be wrong.
You understand? And
I believe that.
And I will say to the people, I will stand there and be on his side. And when we get in the car, when we get home, I tell him, I got your back all the time. And I'll never embarrass you. But you was wrong. I let him know. I said, son, I can help you get out of a lot of things, but it's 2 things I can't. That's murder and raping someone or something like I can't help you. I just want him to know I'm the good. Be mad at
Right.
Daryl Hughes, your father,
Mm-hmm.
not me.
Right.
But I'll be that person,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope as he matures, he'll be like,
Well, that sounds like you have a really tough situation. That's you're in the no fairness. You're in the no fair with your son, and we do give him extra points for being an adolescent. I know he's 20, but we'll let him be wrong. They're all wrong at that age, and we were too, right?
yeah, right.
But you're it's I think you're headed in the right direction in that you say, I want him to know how much I love him.
Yeah. And so, he got really sick yesterday trying to lose weight, and his whole body cramped up. He called me while I was here.
See?
And I had to call 911.
Right.
And my husband was on the way. He was stuck on the floor like this. My husband said, he was like, Kendall, please help me. Help me. He said, I just stood there and looked at him for a minute. I said,
But who did he call?
his mama.
So there's hope, right?
It is.
There's something in there. And then on a scale of maybe 1 to 10, where would you put this in your life? Where would you put this situation?
What do you mean by that? I feel blessed right now because I've accomplished a lot of things. Because I've had a hard life. But I don't want my children to have the life that I had. I want them to I wanted it to be peaceful for them, normal. Like my husband's life. He had a beautiful, normal life. And he says that. And
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a patient.
Okay.
okay.
We're good. We're done.
We're done.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right.